PCOS or Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome is a hormonal imbalance which leads to enlargement and cysts in the ovaries. A lot of women are affected by it in their childbearing years, and it leads to fertility issues, irregular periods, acne, weight gain, and so on and so forth. A lot of people are now turning to yoga to seek relief. If this is something you are experiencing, do continue watching. Hi, I'm Swati, and welcome to Shvasa.com. In today's video, I'll be showing you a few poses to help you with the symptoms of PCOS. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. So let's get on to the mat. If you're seeking relief from symptoms around PCOS, we will be doing some postures today. Two kinds. One is for stretching the areas around the abdominal and the pelvic region, and also some gentle strengthening of the pelvic floor muscles and building a little hip stability. All these help in relieving the symptoms around PCOS. Okay, so we'll get started with the first posture, which is a yogic squat or Malasana. If you have knee or ankle issues, you can use a rolled up blanket underneath your heels. Okay, so you start with your feet hip distance apart. You can turn the toes out slightly and then start bending your knees and come all the way down. Hips are off the mat and we'll stay here. I'm just showing this round. You can do the next round along with me where we'll add some movement. Okay, so let's start. Toes out, spine long, bend the knees and come down. Make sure you're using your props if you need it. So get comfortable. And let's add some movement here just to release the hips and to kind of lengthen the spine out. Let's interlace the fingers and just lengthen the spine out as best as you can. Stretch, lengthen. Take a few long, deep breaths here. And release. Okay, you can drop your right hand down now. Kind of lean into this. And as you inhale, twist. You can take the other hand back. If you need balance, you can place it behind you. And just open the chest out to the left. Stay here for 3 long, deep breaths. Remember to keep the breathing steady and relaxed. And let's come back to the center. Let's switch the side. Let's drop the left hand down. And on an inhalation, open the chest out. Long, deep breaths again. And let's come back to the center. Getting ready to hold the posture. You can scoot your arms forward and use your upper arms to kind of open the thighs out. So the knees point out. You can press your palms together. Engage the pelvic floor muscles and lift the spine up through the lower back all the way to the top of the head. You can close your eyes if you'd like to and just take 5 to 10 long deep breaths. Okay, this posture is wonderful. Okay, once you're done with 5 breaths in this posture, you can slowly release and repeat it 2 to 3 times for 5 breaths. Okay, from here, we'll be moving to our next pose, which is the Crescent Lunge. If you have knee issues, you can again fold up a towel or a blanket and keep it underneath your left knee to begin with. Okay, so you start, just watch me first. You drop your hands, first come into a mountain. And from here, step the right leg forward, close to the right palm, drop the back knee down. You can use, at this point, place a towel or a rolled up blanket here. You're going to come up, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. If you're comfortable, arms can go up in line with your ears. And you can stay here for 5 deep long breaths. A wonderful pose for opening the hips, for stabilizing the hips and increasing the blood circulation to the pelvic region. Okay, once you're done with 5 long deep breaths here, gently release the pose. You can drop your hands down, tuck the back toes in, lift the back knee off the floor and step the right leg back. Come back into a downward dog and we'll change the side. With the next inhalation, step the left leg forward, drop the back knee down, shift your prop, blanket if you need to, turn the toes out, and come into the variation of your choice for 5 long deep breaths again. Taking your awareness to your pelvic floor, keeping a slight engagement. Awareness to the hips. And trying to breathe all the way down as deep as you can. And once you're done, slowly come out and prepare for the next pose. The next pose we'll be going into is bow pose or Dhanurasana. It's a wonderful pose for strengthening your shoulders, your spine, your legs, and it also massages all your abdominal organs and reproductive organs. If you are, however, suffering from any stomach-related issues, acidity, or you have high blood pressure, you can avoid this pose. Okay? So just watch. You're going to come and lie down on your abdomen. You can bend your knees and try to hold your ankles. Now, if you can't reach your ankles, you can use a strap around your feet. And from here, as you inhale, you're going to lift your head up, chest up, and lift the thighs off the mat. All right? So come and join me here. Grab hold of your ankles, and we're going to hold this for 5 long deep breaths. Okay, so inhale, lift up. Roll the shoulders back, extend your elbows, and then try to kick your legs up and away from the body without having them go out too much. You want to keep the thighs parallel, and you want to stay on your belly. Stay here, long deep breaths. Feel that pressure on the abdomen. Feel that little internal massage. And breathe. Once you're done with 5 breaths, slowly release the legs down, release the head down, and you can take a little counter pose in child's pose. You can sit back, drop your hips down, and rest your forehead down. And coming back up, the next pose we'll be going for is a shoulder stand or Sarvangasana. It's an inversion, so if you have any neck, shoulder issues, high BP, or if you're currently menstruating, please avoid this pose. Okay? I'm just going to show it to you and then you can join me. We'll start by lying on our back. You can raise one leg up at a time. And maybe this is where you are today. If you have any discomfort in the neck, you can also roll up a blanket underneath your shoulders and neck. And from here, start taking your legs up, hands supporting your back. Try to walk your hands all the way down, keeping the legs up straight. We're going to hold this for 5 breaths and then we'll release. So come join me. Take your time. And once you're here, a little engagement in the pelvic floor. Feel that reversal of the blood flowing from your toes, from your abdominal organs, all the way down. And you can gaze at your abdomen and feel the breath moving in and out. 5 long deep breaths. And to come out of it, you can bend your knees. Bring the knees towards the chest. Place your palms down for support and slowly roll down with control. And you can come into a seated for a little counter pose. You can drop your palms behind you or stay on your fingertips. And with an inhalation, open the chest out. Drop your head back. Doing a little reverse stretch for the throat. Roll the shoulders back. Stay here for a few long, deep breaths. Once you're done with a few breaths here, you can slowly release the pose as you exhale and return to a neutral spine. So these were some postures to help release PCOS symptoms. They do that by increasing the stability around the hips as well as increasing the flow of blood to all the pelvic organs as well as the entire region. But do remember to practice them regularly. You can do them about 2 to 3 times and hold them as long as you'd like. I hope you found this video useful. I'd love to hear back from you. Do leave a comment. In our online live classes at shvasa.com, we have small group sizes, so the teachers are able to offer personalized attention. If you're looking for a convenient and a safe way to practice at home, do join a session, and I look forward to seeing you in class.